State Warriors trading Jordan Poole, a promising young talent, for Chris Paul, a veteran late in his prime, was one of the strangest trades this offseason. This trade raised multiple questions among NBA fans, pundits, and players alike. In any case, join me as I discuss the truth about why the Dubs traded Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole at the Warriors. For a team with aging veterans who should be undertaking a complete rebuild, the Golden State Warriors' decision to acquire 12-time NBA All-Star guard Chris Paul from the Washington Wizards in exchange for Jordan Poole and some picks seemed like the strangest trade this offseason. The young guard had fought hard to make it to the Warriors' roster since the Warriors drafted him in the first round of the 2019 NBA Draft, and now that he has been traded for an aging veteran. Drafted 28th overall in the first round of the 2019 NBA Draft by the Golden State Warriors, Jordan Poole struggled to score in his rookie season as he averaged 8.8 points in 22.4 minutes on 33.3% shooting from the field, including 27.9% from beyond the three-point line. In December 2019, he was sent to the Santa Cruz Warriors of the NBA G League, where he scored 23 points in his first game and scored 31 points with 5 three-pointers in his second game. Ahead of the 2020-2021 season, Jordan Poole was in the Warriors' facilities, working on his defense, practicing his shooting every day, concentrating on getting a quicker release, quickening his footwork, and being able to hit both catch-and-shoot jump shots as well as ones while moving. Chris DeMarco, an assistant coach for the Warriors who worked closely with Poole during that time, said it was a frustrating period for Poole because he struggled for the most part, but he kept working. Moreover, with Klay Thompson sidelined for the whole of the 2020-2021 season, Jordan Poole had to battle for the shooting guard spots with Kent Bazemore, Michael Mulder, Damian Lee, and Kelly Oubre Jr. in his sophomore year. In any case, his hard work paid off as he bumped his season numbers to 12 points on 43.2% field goal shooting, including 35.1% from beyond the arc. In his last 36 games of the 2020-2021 season, Jordan Poole averaged 14.7 points on 43.3% shooting from the field, 35.4% from deep, and had a 38-point game against the New Orleans Pelicans. While Thompson recovered, Poole eventually beat Otto Porter Jr. and Lee for the starting shooting guard position for the 2021-22 Warriors. The season was his breakout season as he averaged 18.5 points on 44.8% shooting, 4 assists, and 3.4 rebounds. Jordan Poole had the highest free throw percentage in the league during the regular season, hitting 92.5% from the line. In his first career postseason game, Poole scored 30 points on 69.2% shooting against the Denver Nuggets in the first round of the 2022 playoffs. He became the 16th player in NBA history to score at least 25 points in each of his first 3 career playoff games, and his 86 total points are the second most by a player in his first 3 postseason games, trailing only Wilt Chamberlain's 106. He played a role in Golden State winning the 2022 NBA championship, scoring 17 points on average per game while shooting 50.8% from the field, 39% from beyond the arc, and 91.5% from the line. Last season, Jordan Poole's stats improved as he averaged a career-high 20.4 points and 4.5 assists to go with 2.7 rebounds in 30 minutes over 82 games, in which he started only 43%. Unfortunately, while his stats improved in the regular season, Jordan Poole ended up being one of the most underwhelming players of the 2023 NBA playoffs. Abysmal 2023 playoff run. From a player whose magical playoff run in the 2022 postseason won the Golden State Warriors a championship, Jordan Poole was a shell of himself in the 2023 playoffs as his stats fell off drastically. His decision-making was poor and the Warriors suffered really bad for it. In the opening games of the series against the Sacramento Kings, Poole showed flashes of his 2022 run, averaging 14.8 points, 3 assists, and 2.8 rebounds in the first game of the series. However, in the last 3 games of the series, he averaged a measly 8.3 points on 28.1% shooting per 22.9 minutes played. After the Warriors progressed to the Western Conference semifinal against the Los Angeles Lakers, Jordan Poole scored 21 points on 46.7% shooting in Game 1, but missed a late three-pointer that could have secured the Warriors a win. In the next 5 games of the series, Jordan Poole had a poor showing as he averaged 5.8 points on 30.2% shooting and 0.059% shooting behind the arc per 18.8 minutes played. He simply failed to deliver when it mattered, raising concerns about what might have happened to him and if his fight with Draymond Green in the preseason led to his decline. Was it the fight with Draymond? Earlier in the 2022 preseason, during a practice at the Warriors training facility, Draymond Green and Jordan Poole got into an argument where the veteran punched the young guard hard. The video of the altercation and resulting punch went viral at the time, with the power forward receiving a fine rather than a suspension for the violent incident. In any case, after the incident, Poole's role fluctuated throughout the season as he alternated between the starting lineup and the bench, starting 47 of 95 games, with many suggesting that his struggles had something to do with the punch. And despite Poole's efforts to downplay it, even head coach Steve Kerr admitted that there's no hiding that the incident between Draymond Green and Jordan Poole at the start impacted their season as the team lost trust in one another. Even Draymond confessed that the fight limited his ability to speak up in the locker room and, particularly, support Poole through some of his difficulties, and that the Warriors would have better defended their title had it not occurred. In any case, throughout last season, Poole consistently insisted that the incident was in the past and not something that directly impacted the season. However, while Jordan Poole signed a 4-year contract extension worth $123 million and $17 million in incentives just days after the incident, which was a sign of commitment that he was the Dubs' future, he was ultimately traded to the Washington Wizards for a 38-year-old star very late in his prime this offseason. So why would the Golden State Warriors give up their future star in such a deal? Why GSW traded Poole to the Wizards? Earlier in the postseason, the Golden State Warriors traded Jordan Poole, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Ryan Rollins, and draft picks to the Washington Wizards in exchange for Chris Paul. Trading a future star and draft picks for an aging point guard caught many off guard. Chris Paul had just had a season with career-low stats, and Poole, despite his drastic fall in stats, had previously proven that he could bounce back and still had time on his side. So why did the Dubs trade Poole to the Wizards? Speaking about the reason for the trade, Mike Dunleavy Jr., who took over as the Warriors general manager from Bob Myers, explained that the deal was done because the Warriors were looking to turn around their 2022-2023 season next season. And having Chris Paul increases their chances to compete better against the rest of the NBA teams. For me, it was honestly a pretty easy move, Dunleavy Jr. said. Warriors owner Joe LaCobb also revealed details on why the Warriors traded Jordan Poole for Chris Paul, admitting that the squad needed to undergo some sort of adjustment. LaCobb stressed that it is in fact a short-term move and that the Warriors were trying to get out of the $123 million deal they gave Poole only 8 months earlier because his play last season didn't justify that work, especially given their intense luxury tax obligations. Interestingly, it was reported that Poole had lost trust in the Warriors as some established players still had problems with Poole. In LaCobb's opinion, the Warriors had to move into a win-now situation and move past Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole. Besides, the organization needed to take advantage of still having Steph Curry in his prime, and hence the trade. In any case, with what could have been the third member of the Splash Bros gone, what do the Warriors' stars think about the trade? What Warriors stars think about the trade? 4-time NBA champion Steph Curry recently broke his silence about the Jordan Poole trade by admitting that it is difficult to see him go. Curry explained that while he would prefer Jordan Poole to stay, he knows that it's business and that joining the Wizards is a fantastic opportunity for him. He does, however, think that the Warriors have a goal to win next year and that Chris Paul's addition to the team can help them in doing so. Poole and Draymond Green's relationship is still sour, but Green nonetheless wished Poole well and acknowledged his skills and skill, admitting that he is a bright future. Steve Kerr also addressed the trade, stating clearly that the team needed a shift, hence the trade, as they went from a winning championship to struggling through a difficult season. Whatever the situation, Dubs fans can only hope that they don't end up regretting the trade. What do you think about the Warriors moving promising young guard Jordan Poole for Chris Paul? Do you think this trade will work out fine? Let me know in the comment section.